Hello everyone and welcome to another commentary. Today we're going to be taking a look at Spiderfan's latest video titled My Feud With CL21 Begins. He made this video in response to my previous video titled Let's Talk, where I talked about the current state of Vidly, my thoughts on Allison's moderation, and about the fact that I was returning to Vidly and video making in general. And so he made this response video, and let's just say he might have messed it up just a tad bit, just a little bit. So we're going to take a look at his video, and we're going to make quite a few counterpoints to it. I mean, just look at the runtime of this video. So without any further ado, let's take a look at Spiderfan's latest video, My Feud With CL21 Begins. And I'm sure that pretty much all of you here know exactly why it's been a month since I've uploaded to this channel. It's because of the absolutely atrocious moderation work by Ali the Zombie, aka Allison.
Interesting you say that, because from what I was told, you were gone because of IRL stuff. What you just said makes it sound like you were too chicken to make a video about Allison earlier.
I will be honest, I did misword that quite a bit. What I really should have said was this was the most prominent reason as to why I left Vidly. Of course there was the IRL stuff in the background, but that wasn't what made me leave entirely. What really made me leave was pretty much all of my friends getting banned off of Vidly around me, and the piss poor view system making pretty much all of my uploads at that point, both on TeeHeeHub and on CL21, do really crappy. And of course this made me feel a tad bit demotivated from video making, so I decided to take a break and focus more on my personal life than making these crappy little videos for 60 people to watch. Also, the main reason I didn't make a video on Allison earlier was not because I was chicken, but because I was hopeful. I really wanted to see this situation turn around and see Allison become a better moderator and for all the drama to end, which obviously is not what happened at all. Allison banned so many channels for so many absolutely stupid and unwarranted reasons that it was honestly hard to keep track of at one point.
Does Crafting Lord 21 care to provide those stupid and unwarranted reasons? No. Instead, he shows a list of people who were mostly banned. So instead of showing you Crafting Lord 21 name a bunch of names, I'm going to show you Allison's response to that list. Feel free to pause the video and look things over.
And we have paused, and we're going to look over this list. Formidable, allowing other banned users to ban evade. Channel Even, uploading full unedited cartoon episodes and then planning to sabotage Vidly. Jake Online, releasing a real-life picture of me and using an exploit to make Spiderfan delete one of his videos. Slacker TV, planning a raid against Vidly. Alan Buzzy, planning a raid against Vidly and then planning to hack Vidly's C-panel. Music Hub, entire channel dedicated to copyrighted content. Idiotican, trolling and abusing report plus feature suggestions, also Music Hub's alt. Ed's World impersonation, The Real Mojo impersonation, OJ Reviews, ban evading plus uploading porn, Noah's04, Noah's alt, EdRayCom, J Reviews ban evading. T-Git, is that what it says? T-Git, bragging about doxing me and saying out loud wish they'd kill me and my mother. CL21 plus Fun Times plus TeeHeeHub, uploading gore and porn. 2018 Fan 1, spamming and abusing the report feature. The rest can just be put on the list of either pissed me off or ban evade. Next one, Mr. Guy, not banned. Nathan Darkson 984, not banned. Red Exec, trolling and disrespect. Russian Shadow Fan, not banned. Movie Rule 64, allowing others to ban evade. Mafka, Hex's alt. Anima Creep being under 13. Mr. Demon Slayer lives, he left so that doesn't count. Ultimate Star Warrior, uploading full anime. A Priest 16, pissing me off, and pretty much the rest of this screenshot is just saying that Allison got pissed off and banned people. JMO3, not banned by Allison. J Reviews, not banned by Allison. TeeHeeHub, uploading gore and porn. JC, not banned by Allison. Geeky TV, uploading gore. Metro 3DS, hate speech. Chamber of Reavers, that's what it says, don't remember. Of course, great moderating work, don't even remember why he was banned. Mr. AT Andre Thomas, insults and disrespect. Hexa, spamming and disrespect. Weirdest crap videos, allowing CL21 to ban evade, which by the way was not true and I'll explain why in a second. Dark Scythe, trolling. Hero, Mal ban evading, the Skinnerd Kid 70 insults plus plan to leave plus insults over social media accounts, and of course doesn't remember why Uncle Goobus was banned either. So if you've been listening carefully, you may have noticed a pattern here in the fact that about half of the users that were on here were banned because of ban evasion. Now, I will be completely honest, ban evasion probably should be a rule so that someone who was banned before isn't able to make another account and just continue to upload on Vidly. But here's the problem. Where in the rules section of Vidly does it say that ban evasion is not allowed? Where does it say that it is a bannable offense? I've looked at this page up and down. I've read it about 1,000,000 times, and ban evasion is not on there on a single spot whatsoever. So Allison pretty much just made up a rule out of space and didn't even bother to put it on the community guidelines page and just ban people for ban evasion when it's not even a freaking rule. In the community guidelines, they mention stuff like Vidly is not for pornography or sexually explicit content, don't post videos showing bad stuff like animal abuse, drug abuse, etc. Graphic or gratuitous content is not allowed. Vidly is not a shock site, respect copyright, we don't permit hate speech, things like predatory behavior, stalking, threats, harassment, etc. are bannable, and anyone caught doing those things may be permanently banned from Vidly. Everyone hates spam, so don't spam, and please take these rules seriously and take them to heart. Where in that does it say ban evasion? Nowhere, not once. Now, admittedly, like I said, it probably should be a rule that someone who was banned before should not be able to continue uploading content, but still, if it's going to be a rule, at least make it a rule. At least put it in the community guidelines so that when people actually join or look at this page to see why they're banned, they can at least see it there. Just that list alone speaks volumes about the amount of absolutely retarded decisions that Allison made throughout the entire month of April.
It actually doesn't, because you haven't expressed why those bans were wrong.
Let's talk about specific users for a second, starting with Anima Creep. He was banned for being under 13. Alright, simple enough, you do have to be 13 to be on Vidly, so I can see why that is. However, I feel like an exception could have been made for him. Because, Allison, I think you may have forgotten that Anima Creep was the head moderator of BitView, which is Jan's other site. So I feel like if Anima Creep is mature enough to be a head moderator on BitView, I think it's pretty fair to say that he's probably mature enough to be a regular user on Vidly. Now let's talk about Travis, Weirdest Crap Videos. This was a pretty controversial one. He was banned for ban evasion, except for the fact that Travis was not banned before this, and he didn't let other banned users use his account. The reason that Allison suspected this was because he found my IP on his channel. However, I only used Travis's channel once, back in December of 2017. Travis wanted a new channel layout pretty much. He wanted new channel art, he wanted to completely renovate his channel. He wanted something brand new. However, he couldn't quite do this himself, so he wanted me to do it. He asked me if I could do it, I said sure, and so he let me log into his account that one time. I made him a bunch of channel art, and I put it on his account for him, and then I logged out of his account. And he changed his stuff, he changed his password and everything, and so I couldn't log in again. I never used his account again after that point. So congratulations, Allison, you just banned someone who wasn't even letting anyone ban evade. Dark Scythe, banned for trolling. When was Dark Scythe trolling? He was a commentary channel. He criticized other people when other people fucked up. How is this trolling? Of course, most of the channels on this screenshot here just say not me, but seriously, why was J Reviews banned? He was a reviewer, he reviewed cartoons, his videos were under fair use. Jan and Allison's big argument was that J Reviews had spammed other channel comments and other videos with 1 stars and comments saying he was leaving Vidly. He only left a comment saying that he was leaving Vidly on 3 videos, and those videos were from his friends, and he rated only 1 video 1 star because that video was pretty much just a troll video. It was a shit post. Now here's one thing that wasn't mentioned in any of the screenshots whatsoever. A lot of these users were banned based off of stuff they said on Discord, which obviously is a completely separate platform from Vidly. Hexa was pretty much almost banned. He got banned and then he got his account reinstated. He got very, very lucky. However, he was initially banned because he did server raids on Discord, and Allison considered this trolling and banned him on Vidly. And he did this same thing to a lot of other people as well. So many other people would try to talk to him on Discord and give him a little bit of criticism on different Discord servers for what he was doing at the time, and this would piss him off, and he would ban those users on Vidly. You can't even make a counter argument to this because it literally says in the screenshot, "Banned for pissing me off." I guess you could make the argument that these users did something so vile, so evil against Allison that it pissed him off to the point where he banned them on Vidly. However, Allison's red line was simply getting criticism. If Allison actually had a pair of balls and was a person who didn't take things personally and wasn't a massive fucking hypocrite, he would have practiced what he preached. And what did he preach so much? He preached that Discord was his personal side. It was his time to be unprofessional and a little bit more rough towards users, and Vidly was his more professional space. However, he didn't feel the same way about the other people and users of Vidly. He would ban them simply off the merit that they pissed him off too much on Discord. I mean, seriously, it's in the screenshots. Just look at the screenshots that you put in your own video. Just take in this screenshot for a second. Just take it in. This is the person that was moderating Vidly and was the head admin. This was the guy who was calling the shots and called who was going to stay and who was going to get banned. Allison loved to gloat about the fact that he didn't have any alt accounts and that he was this super professional moderator and super vanilla person that really wanted to make Vidly a great place and was the best moderator in the world. However, I'm about to play a montage of screenshots showing a bunch of the most unprofessional and nasty stuff I've ever seen on an alt account that Allison had. But first, I'm going to mention to you, Spiderfan, the fact that Allison never even gave a shit about you or the rest of the community on Vidly. You may think he might have, but he did not whatsoever. Someone was in a DM with Allison talking about Vidly, I guess, talking about the registrations or something, and Allison said, "I won't need to. Starting from tomorrow, registrations will be closed permanently." Yes, permanently. He said to all of us that it was going to be a temporary thing just to clean up the site a bit, but no, this was going to be permanent. Vidly will be an invite-only website, so after I ban all of you fuckers, there won't be anyone left to ban, so yay me. Allison didn't give a single fuck about this community whatsoever. He couldn't have cared less if this community burned to the ground and Vidly completely died. So now that you've seen all those screenshots, tell me, how good of a moderator was Allison? How good of a guy was Allison? Wasn't he a class act? Anyway, that kind of rambled on for a little bit. Let's continue. Ultimately, we knew two things were guaranteed to happen. It was going to get piss poor viewership because pretty much everyone was leaving the website and or getting banned. And of course, you had to factor in the altered view system.
Both of which haven't affected my channel, and I would imagine that others were also unaffected.
Well, congratulations, Spiderfan. You are one lucky son of a bitch that your viewership did not go down after the view system changed, because some of the most popular users on Vidly were going through a massive downslope in viewership after the view system change. Let's look at AM for example. His viewership before the view system change, 450 to 500 views per video, 350 views bottom end. After the view system change though, his viewership has just not been the same. His first video after that point is only at 250 views, and this is after about 2 months of that video actually being up. Ads on Vidly 2 did do pretty well, but this was because it was featured for about 2 weeks or something like that. Ready Player 2 only got 150 views, and his next video after that only got 80. When was the last time you've seen a video get 80 views on AM's channel? It's been quite a while. Censorship on Vidly did quite decent, and so did the Film Theory, but his update only got 177 views. Of course this is still a lot of views, but considering the numbers that AM was putting down before the view system change, it just was not the same after it had been changed. Same for Red Exec. He was putting down about 200 to 300 views per video before the view system changed. His first and only upload after the view system had changed has taken a month and a half to get above 100 views, and many other channels ended up the same way. So Spiderfan, you were definitely one lucky son of a bitch that your viewership did not go down during this period, but there were many channels that were not doing so hot after the view system had changed. And if we said anything negative about Jan, Allison, or Vidly in general, we would get banned.
I do not believe that if you, CraftingLore21, were civil in your video criticizing Jan and Allison, that you would have gotten banned from Vidly.
Except for the fact that I actually was banned over criticizing Allison about his moderation work in a civil manner on the BitView Discord server. I had run into him, I had criticized him a little bit, we both got into a little bit of a debate, and ironically enough, one day later, I was banned on Vidly for uploading sexually explicit content or pornography. Now, he banned me over the NSFW video that I upload on TeeHub. However, when that video was uploaded, days before that video was uploaded, we had asked Jan personally if it was okay to upload that video. We gave him the video. We gave him the video file. We let him look and watch the video file, and we asked him if it was okay to upload, and Jan said yes. So we had full permission to upload that video, and we were banned over it 2 months later. Allison has officially been fired as a moderator and admin on Vidly, and he's even been banned from the entire site altogether. He will never ever return to Vidly again, and probably never even return to moderating work ever again.
While Allison was banned from Vidly, he will actually moderate again. Do your research before making a statement like that.
Like you said just a couple minutes earlier, Spiderfan, do you care to provide evidence to back up the claim that Allison is returning to moderating work? Because if you have it, I would really love to see it. As of now, AM is currently the temporary moderator for Vidly, and he's been doing an absolutely fantastic job of making sure that every single person who is unfairly or unjustly banned off of Vidly gets their accounts reinstated.
Have you ever considered that the bans were justified and now bad people get to run amok?
This is gonna sound cheesy, but Spiderfan, have you ever considered that the bans were not justified? Have you considered the fact that people like Hexa and Darkscythe, who were well within the community guidelines and were actually following the rules of Vidly, got banned for absolutely no reason, and they pretty much just got banned because they pissed Allison off? Seriously, look into Hex's account a little bit, look into Darkscythe's account a little bit, and you will see that most of their videos, sure they had the occasional shitpost, but pretty much all of their videos criticizing people were done objectively and were only done because the people they were criticizing had fucked up massively. So Spiderfan, please consider just for a second that some of these bans were in fact not justified. Trust me, I know why you trust Allison's opinions so much. I know why you trust his judgment so much. But it's always good to be skeptical and take an objective look as to why these bans may not have been justified. I'm finally ready to start making videos once again for not only this channel, but for Teehee Hub as well, and even the occasional video on A320 every once in a while.
Speaking of A320, you haven't mentioned how you asked Allison to approve A320 only to post your little meme video. If that isn't scummy, I don't know what is.
Alright, I'll admit, A320 was me. I did kind of do that. However, this was the entire process that went down. I asked Allison if he could activate an account for me because I had the spare account. It was called G-Man. I had this spare account for probably 6 months at that point. I hadn't done anything with it, and I only made it to use as an example for one of my previous videos, one of my other videos. And so Allison said, sure. He activated the account. I could use the account. I said, thank you very much. I thanked Allison for what he had done for me. He said, no problem. And then a day later, I had renamed the account, and I had used a VPN to upload that video. It does sound a little scummy. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyway. So that, I guess I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here, but I will be honest, that's what happened. That was the whole process. Nothing less, nothing more. That is exactly what happened. And you know what? It made Allison laugh. He actually found it funny. Of course, I can't find the comment because Allison deleted the video when he banned me, but he did find it funny for a little bit, so I have that going for me.
My final thoughts are this. Crafting Lore 21, I challenge you to make a response to this video and back up your points with evidence, and to fix the other flaws with your video. I challenge you to acknowledge the bad things on Vidly that you yourself have done.
Well, if it wasn't already evident enough, 22 minutes into the raw file, I don't know what this is going to be in editing, but in the raw file, this is 22 minutes. If it's not evident enough, Spiderfan, I accept your challenge. And I also acknowledge the bad stuff that I've done on Vidly. A320 was pretty scummy, I'll admit. The J-Reviews rant was fucking horrible. And I could have probably handled the Mr. AT situation as well as the Chrono Arcale situation a little bit better. However, as much as I wish I was just a fucking cool robot making perfect videos every single time, I'm not. I'm a human. I'm a 17-year-old from Las Vegas, and I make mistakes. I make my mistakes, I mess up, but at the very least, I can admit what I've done wrong on this site and try to improve from it.
Others have failed to articulate why Allison is bad, and if you don't make a response video, it shows that you don't know, and if you are making a video like you just did, you really should know.
And that is the video. That is my Feud with CL21 Begins. Now, here's my proper way to articulate why Allison was bad. It's because he was a massive hypocrite, and he lied to every single person in the Vidly community about the fact that he cared about this community, that he cared about Vidly in general, and that he wanted to make Vidly a better place. He didn't give a single fuck about this site, and he was only in it for the money, and you could tell that he was only in it for the money. For all of you who is watching this video right now, I know this is gonna sound incredibly harsh, but this is coming from Allison himself. He did not give a single fuck about every single one of you. He never cared about this community whatsoever, and in fact, he hated this community. He hated every single one of you. Were there some users that deserve to get banned? Of course, there are always users on Vidly who deserve to get banned at some point in time. However, a good majority of the users that Allison had put his focus on did not deserve to get banned whatsoever. And if he stuck by his ideology about the fact that Discord is for personal use and Vidly is for professionalism, then about half the people that he banned wouldn't have even been banned. I mean, seriously, just look at the screenshot that you put in the video again. He has pretty much an entire page listed as people being banned simply because they pissed him off. Allison's main downfall was that he acted on emotion instead of logic. If people pissed him off too much, or he got so much criticism that he couldn't handle the heat, he didn't care who he had to ban, or even why he had to ban them. He just simply cared about getting them out of his life as fast as possible, and he knew the way to do that was to ban them. So Spiderfan, if you wanted a reason as to why Allison was bad and why I think Allison was bad, there you go. There's my reasons, screenshots and all. To close off this video, I just want to say that Spiderfan, you are a good dude. You know your shit when it comes to alternative sites and just the entire history of it, because you've been in this since Zipcast. You've been in this since pretty much 2011. You know about every site from VStreamers to Zipcast to Metajolt to Weenu. You know about all of those sites and exactly what happened on them at any given time. You are a very, very smart guy. And I honestly couldn't imagine Vidly without someone like you on this site. However, this video that you uploaded was just wrong. It just was not correct, and I feel like you really should know some of the scummy stuff that Allison has done. So anyway, there's the video, there's my response to my Feud with CL21 Begins by Spiderfan. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up or rate it 5 stars if you're on Vidly, and if you liked what you saw here, please subscribe to the channel so that you can see more videos like this one when they come out. This is CL21, signing out.